All right, hello. Getting started. Waving hi to the people on Instagram. I agree. I often feel like I would much rather write a new book than edit anything that I'm currently working on, but that's okay. I need to fix chat real quick on stream. There we go. There you guys are. So for the people on Instagram, I'm editing right now. I mentioned earlier in my Instagram stories that I just need to sit down and get the book done, do my edits, and just sit and do it. Hi, Popper. So I'm attempting to do just that, where I'm just going to sit down and edit for a while, and get some progress done, because I've got 51 pages left to edit. I'm gonna have to probably readjust my webcam here and there, because I have terrible posture. I've got 51 pages left to edit, and I just want to get things done. So yeah. Let's see, getting pings here, there, and everywhere. Let's see. Ugh, my goodness, I am tired. Hello! I have to keep looking back and forth between my windows. But yeah, so I'm editing right now. I'm also free to answer questions and really whatever. I don't find that I get too terribly distracted writing. Like when I'm chatting with people, I really enjoy chatting. It probably comes from the fact that here I am, distracting myself with chatting from starting the editing. It doesn't count. I haven't started editing yet. I grew up with 5 siblings, 16 cousins. You have to learn to multitask. Also, chat, do let me know if the rain audio is like too much, or if I need to tone it down some. I also just zoom in on me real quick. Let me make me bigger. I'm gonna slouch. Yes, hi Auburn. Hello. Yes, just 51. Only 51 pages. You can't even hear it. Okay. For those of you on Instagram, I am on YouTube streaming as well, and I have thunderstorm stuff going on. I also realized that my mic and everything perfectly hides my other window, so that's very convenient for me. See, I keep closing my chat window. I'll just put OBS over here. Chat can go right there. Perfect. So, I will be working on applying the edits I made in my proof, my physical proof. Just chilling, doing that, hanging out with you guys, answering questions if you have any, reading excerpts if you guys want. I'll do anything other than edit. I'm gonna be honest. I write fantasy, so that is the genre I write in. I write high fantasy. This book doesn't have an incredibly, like, intense and complex magic system. It's kind of a lighter magic system. But yeah, it follows a magical healer named Hollis, as she has to try and figure out how to save the Prince of Catal from illness, lest she wants the blame put on her head. And she does not want the blame of him dying from illness on her head. So, yeah. The cover will not be the character art for Hollis. I actually just got the, it's not quite finished yet, the cover. There's a little bit of work that needs done on it, so just like some final details being added, but I just got it this morning, so I'm really excited about that. It's why I haven't been able to do the pre-order yet. We've been working back and forth on a couple of things with the official cover. Let me put the bookmark back in so that I don't drop it. I'll show you chat first. This is the art for Hollis, printed out, the black and white version on the back. Black and brown. Lilico doesn't use black outlining. And then the people of Instagram have seen the lovely cover for a while. Not the official cover. What I've been using for this, the character art for Hollis, is what I've been using. I realized I should probably be wearing like one of the shirts that has the art on it, but I'm not because I've been sick. So all I want to do is be in a comfy t-shirt. My friend is messaging me. Writer friends. Hi to all the people who've been joining over on Instagram. I will probably do some editing now so that I can justify calling this an editing stream. And will the book still be out in November? Yes, it'll be November 30th is when it's coming out. I might be able to get the ebook out a bit earlier or the paperback, but the solid date I am officially nailing down is November 30th. Yeah, so it was pushed back a little bit from October to November just due to some technical issues and some other issues, like personal issues with different people. That's why I never formally nailed down a date beforehand, because I had a date and I almost announced it, but then immediately I had to push it back because of tech issues. So start working. YouTube is mad at me for not working. Okay. Yes, it'll be out in November still. I will get working. I'm gonna start doing some edits. See, I've got the book open. So you can see I've got I marked it up. Red penned it up and everything. Let's see. I was about to read the line that I was about to edit, but then I realized it was far too spoilery and far too slightly risque for me to read out loud. So excited for the book. Yay! I am too! I'm excited to get it into your guys' hands and to kind of be done with it and start working on book 2. Because I want to just start working on book 2. I want to draft again. I want to write. I don't want to just sit and edit. Clearly, I don't want to just sit and edit. Alright. Writing. If you're on Instagram, it's so quiet. So quiet. Where was I? Okay, I know I did that. I did this paragraph. And this one. It's gonna take a month for those pages. No, I don't don't think so. I don't. I think I can usually knock out 10 pages in about 30 minutes. Even with chatting with friends on Discord. And I'm far more chatty with friends. And I'm kicking the broken part of my desk. Got Zelda music stuck in my head. Yeah, this is like the 4th draft, technically. Final draft. I'm doing proof edits, so it's really tiny punctuation, occasionally swapping some details around. Okay, I found the line I was working on. Okay. Typing with one hand. Yeah, 4th draft. Fun. Fun. Yeah. I just hit my ankle on my chair, and that hurt really bad. Okay. Printing out the physical copy was really helpful with, will the book be paperback, hardback, or only paperback? I'm planning for prints to be in both paperback and hardback and ebook. I hate formatting ebooks though, they are the bane of my existence. But it should be out in all three. All three should be out at launch. And it's a planned duology, so 2 books. 2 books. So the second book will either be out at the end of next year or the start of 2025. Start mid-2025, depends on how long it takes me to draft. And I've got some other books that Nightshade is publishing as well. Not mine, but other people. So that'll be really fun. I'm really excited about them, honestly. We just had an author sign a contract, which is so exciting. I've also been cold all morning, and now that I'm streaming, and I've got my cardigan on, I am turning both ways. Like, both just so... Instagram is over here, YouTube chat is over here, my manuscript is in the middle. I am turning left and right either way. I've already finished 2 pages of editing since the stream started, though. Like, literally, there's not a lot that needs to be done for these edits. I've just been procrastinating them. I finished 2 pages in all of the time that I've been ranting to you guys. I'm efficient. I like when I just leave myself vague notes like, rework, question mark? Like, yeah, Xanna, thanks. Thanks for telling me exactly how I should be reworking that paragraph. Ha! And sometimes I just highlight things for my proofreader. Yeah, like I said, this is a proof edit, so I'm mainly going punctuation that I found that was misused in the book. Missing words, because my brain will autofill, just correcting little things, finding my crutch words. I use a lot of prefacing in dialogue, because I use a lot of prefacing in dialogue, so I start a lot of dialogue with, all right, comma, and then the statement, or though, comma, the rest of the statement. So it's like, cutting a lot of those out is what I found in the print version of the book. It helped me see a lot of my weak points. And there we go, that's another page done. I keep hitting the insert key on my keyboard because it's right by the backspace. Hello, people of Instagram. We are editing my book right now, and because I'm far away from my phone, I can barely read the screen. But hello, I can see that someone new joined. What happened right before? Okay, yeah, that happened. I keep forgetting things that happened. If the page disappears and then boop, I don't remember what happened before it. Sometimes I have a decent memory. Sometimes I can remember what I wrote. Also, sorry to the people on YouTube, you're gonna hear my Discord going off. Just a little doo-doo. It's gonna make you think that your Discord notifications are going off. There we go. Yeah, so I did a dirty draft, or a draft 0, or 0 draft. Then, and I kind of outline. With this book actually started as a joke, as a fun writing project between me and another author friend that we would both work on between writing our dark fantasies, dark fantasy novels, because things were just getting grim and stuff, and we needed something fun to write, so we started this book, and then they were like, Xanna, I think you just need to write this as an actual book and not just a joke. So I did. I wrote the first draft. My writers group went through it with me. I wrote the second draft. I had some betas go through it. Edited the third draft, had more betas go through it, and now this is the final draft, and my final proofreader is going through it. It would be so helpful if I could type the right keys. It's great that you've got some alpha readers that help you with edits and stuff. I can definitely see. I remember early drafts just sucking terribly. It is. There was a lot of development that went into them, and each draft I tend to add in different layers of the story. I weave in different things and make sure that everything flows really well and that characters get full development. So So I almost focus on a different aspect of the story every time that I write it. That's good. I have a degree in English, so it helps me a lot with writing and editing. Alright, on to chapter 24. We've already edited 3 pages, so yeah. Ooh, that's cool. Let's see, what are you guys working on today? What's YouTube up to and what's Instagram up to? This is what I'm up to, obviously. 2 more pages done and down. Another page because there wasn't anything on that one. Launching monster. I don't know what that is. I assume it's a show? Oh, cool. I am not familiar with that one. I hate caps lock. Already. Okay. I hope that you had a good day. If you're going to bed. I want to go to bed. I'm tired. I am always tired. my spot. Hello, Instagram. We are editing. We are hanging out. We are chatting, and I am procrastinating. That. Da, da, da. Am I allowed to hum copyrighted music? Hopefully. Another page done. Add in a little bit more writing. What was she doing before this? Alright. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening and that you sleep well. I'm happy the white noise was helpful. Hello again to the people on Instagram. We're doing edits on my book, Down with the Prince. Just the final 50 so page, less than 50 pages now, of edits that I just gotta get done. And I'm using the live to hold me accountable. I probably won't get 51 pages done. I'm hoping to at least get 15 done right now. I'll be editing more later tonight as well. Don't know if I'll live stream that, but I could. I might. You never know. Hey, Zilla! And yes, the people on Instagram, I do believe, are enjoying the chat. I can't tell if I spelled this word right or not. How are you doing, Zilla? Look, I'm working. I've also got 2 large things of water on my desk so that I have no excuses to get up to like get more water or anything. And I've got lights coming that will like actually shine on my face while I work. I am. I've gotten several pages done already. Auburn is loving the chat. Shiny face. I mean, maybe not shiny, but like illuminated, visible. Instagram has no problem seeing me, fun fact. It's only you guys. You guys have a slightly darker view. I look tan. I'm not. I am not tan. Ooh, my editor's on the document right now. Ooh, she just popped on. That's fun. Do you have a favorite moment in the book? I have several favorite moments in the book. Hollis is an absolute chaotic nightmare to everyone she meets, and it brings me such joy to write the various different types of responses that she gets from different characters and their backgrounds. So there is one scene that is one of my favorites where Hollis is put into a room with a bunch of people that are trying to really assert their power over her in a way that is not healthy or fair or anything. And so Hollis does something absolutely chaotic and stupid to bring power back to herself in that situation. Zilla knows what scene I'm talking about. Zilla was one of my beta readers a while ago. Zilla knows the scene. It is beloved by everyone, and most frightening, it was my mother-in-law's favorite scene. I did not shake up my bottle from when I added the powder in. I haven't done 15 pages in ages, maybe one day. I believe in you. Anything is possible if you have realistic expectations for yourself. I am burning up. I might take my cardigan off for a little bit. I was freezing earlier. Now I'm burning up. Other favorite moments in the book, any time that Hollis and Luxa are like doing anything. Because Hollis will do something crazy, and then Luxa finds it funny, and he like feeds into this situation. Some people would say he would be making it worse. I say he's paying rent. Ooh, I'm happy you were able to get an amazing chapter out last night. I can't wait to read more of your book, Zilla. It'll be fun. But yeah, writing is definitely a marathon and not a race. You need to be able to pace yourself, and sometimes some sections are almost like a triathlon. Writing is almost more like a triathlon. You have different feats, different events in a triathlon, 3 of them in fact, and each of them has to be taken in a separate manner than the previous. So you aren't going to implement the exact same techniques that when you're riding a bike as you are swimming or running. I think those are the 3 events in a triathlon. This book is definitely part of your Roman Empire. Okay, this is why I can't do lives. I get flustered so easily. I can't cry though. Thank you. I hope that it's able to live up to being your Roman Empire, and that it doesn't fall as quickly as the Roman Empire did. Because Rome fell in a day, or something like that. There's a phrase, something, I don't know. My Roman Empire was not the Roman Empire. I will happy cry if I want to, Zilla. I almost cried the other day because my husband and I got food on the way back from a doctor's appointment, like out of town, like 3 hours away. We got dinner, and we got 2 cookies with dinner. I ate mine, and then later, when he was eating his, he broke it in half and he gave me half of his cookie because he knows that I love cookies so much and he wanted me to enjoy more cookie. So he gave me half of his cookie, and I almost cried. I love cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh, I love cookies so much. Zilla, what's your favorite part of the book? Let's tell Auburn what your favorite part is. Non-spoilery for the rest of the YouTube chat, though. Also, Hawka should be joining us later. Hawka said she wants to pop in the chat, so we can ask her. Her favorite scene is probably also the scene that I'm talking about. Vaguely describe it. Because I'll be able to pick up on whatever you're saying and be able to tell you. Or you can DM me on Discord. Break the paragraphs. Oh. Ugh, I don't want to do that. I hate breaking paragraphs. Hello. We are editing, and it will not fail. I know myself, and it will be a beautiful copy. Aww, I'm happy that it will be a beautiful copy in your library. Oh my god, I got part of the cover today. It's almost done. There are just a last few details. Check my Discord. Whatever you sent me has not come in. Oh, you're actively typing still. Oh my god, okay. Zilla's favorite scenes are when Hollis is working on healing Prince Dagon. And it's a I didn't intend it to be a spin on a classic trope, but it definitely is. It was definitely just born from the fact that I told my writers group, hey, what if I did this super stupid thing in the book, haha, and then they were like, Xanna, think about that. You might actually be able to. That could work. And then it did. That is the entirety of this book. I show up to writer's group and I'm like, guys, I have a new stupid idea. And they're like, give it to us, please, because your stupid ideas are gold. Every major scene in this book that people love, born from stupid ideas I've had. My stupidity is a blessing to everyone. It's not stupid. I don't mean that literally. I'm not deprecating my writing. They are incredibly chaotic and silly ideas. I will say that. I want this book to make people laugh and smile and have a good, fun time. Because the later books in my writing career are gonna make people need possibly therapy. Maybe. Oh, I'm happy to be a great boon to you in your work. That's inspiring to hear. And terrifying that you use me as an influence. I still haven't figured out if I spelled that word wrong. Let's Google it. Oh, I did. I did spell it right. That's rare. I am terrible at spelling. Some tropes, I don't super market heavy with tropes, but I have, instead of a damsel in distress, like a princess in distress, I have a prince in distress. Or some other tropes. I suddenly don't know anything I've ever written in my life. I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head. I do have a lot of gender reversal tropes. So a lot of tropes that you would commonly see where a male character does something and a female character does something else in response. It's really flipped. The hero's call. I like that one, Zilla. The hero's call. Let me get all my tropes from my beta and alpha readers real quick, because I don't know what I'm doing. I have a degree. I should know what I'm doing. I can just never think, like the other day, and not the other day, at the start of this year, I had a job interview. I got the job, and it's been awesome. The person asked me to describe myself, and I literally laughed and said, I've forgotten everything about myself ever. In a professional business interview, and they still gave me the job. So, I am just... I'm something. Any other calls? Tropes, let's see. Yeah, I can see a lot of, like, the hero's journey in it. Are chaotic female characters a trope? Can that be a trope? Because that would be Hollis. Hollis just is chaos. Also, is my mic really loud on YouTube? Because I'm looking at OBS quickly, and I'm seeing that my levels are breaking into the yellow and pushing red slightly. Okay, I sound good? That's fine. There may be instances of there's only one bed. Maybe? Special little thing for the live. I'll give that away. That's fine. Slightly pushing red is fine. It's when you live there that it's a problem. And I don't, because I don't live in the village. It's my favorite movie. Oh my gosh, I need to watch it again sometime. I watched it last week. I need to watch it again. Do do do. Do 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 do. Ba da ba da. Can you tell I played Wind Waker recently? Ba da ba da da da. What a twist that I love the village, or the twist in the village? To which are you referring? Oh, I love watching The Village. Oh my gosh. James Newton Howard just did a new album as well. revisiting music that he did for the M. Night Shyamalan movies. It's called Night After Night. Ugh. No, Spotify didn't ruin Breath of the Wild. Spotify ruined Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, the twist in the village is pretty cool. I like the movie. I don't think I would have changed anything about it. A knife! That's the line I have to put a paragraph after. A knife! What do you have there? A knife! No! I quote that pretty often. There I am, kicking the broken parts of my desk again. Insert an action. I know, I'm beating up my poor desk. I got it from my parents, and this desk is probably like over 10 years old. The back metal brace part is broken, and I move around when I sit a lot because I have EDS and POTS, so I have to constantly be moving to regulate my blood pressure. And I'm tall, and I sit close to my desk, so I kick it constantly. It also means my desk isn't like the most stable, so YouTube probably gets motion sick every once in a while from my webcam like changing. I'm also realizing I'm pitching my voice really high. I'm doing that thing. I need to relax my throat and speak normally instead of speaking all the way up here. I speak up here when I'm really excited or I'm teaching, and my speaking voice is down here. I'm gonna pitch my voice again in probably about 5 seconds instead of 5 minutes. Bounced around against the walls before. Oh, my phone is at 10%. But I got my charger plugged in just in time. Okay. Okay. Okay, moving things around. Okay. Just a second. Okay, it's charging now. But it could still die soon. We'll just do that and put that there, and it is because I'm excited that my voice pitches, and that's a very normal thing, and it is fine, but, I catch myself doing it. Let's italicize that word. That could be fun. So what kind of movies do you guys like to watch in the fall? I watch The Village on repeat, but I also do that throughout the year. I am also going to watch Over the Garden Wall soon with my husband. He's never seen it. which is crazy. Over the Garden Wall is wonderful. Yes, I agree. Absolutely love it. Ooh, what K-dramas do you like? I haven't watched a K-drama in ages. I haven't watched realistically anything new in ages. I tend to just watch the same things over and over again. The Munsters and the Addams Family. I don't know if I've seen the original Addams Family movie, actually. And I don't think I've seen the Munsters. Ooh, watching movies in Norwegian. That would be fun. I am terrible at learning foreign languages. Someone on YouTube was saying that they want to watch movies in Norwegian so that they can better learn the language. I am terrible at learning other languages. My brain works in English and does not work in anything else. Free writing tip for you guys. If ever you're going to describe something as like sinking deep into your bones or something like that, if you want to slightly fancy, like fear settled deep in her bones, the wind was so cold it cut through to her bones, something like that, replace the words bone with marrow. Reads so much fancier. There is One Day It's Okay. No, it's okay to not be okay. That sounds good. Let's see. I used to watch a lot of K-dramas that my grandmother would recommend. My grandmother loved watching K-dramas, C-dramas, J-dramas, T-dramas. My grandma loved it. As she got older, she mainly just watched YouTube because it was easier for her, or she listened to audiobooks on repeat. She probably listened to The Lord of the Rings and like the whole series from The Hobbit to Return of the King. I don't know, 5 times a month, something like that. She would listen to it as she did things and as she fell asleep. She also loved listening to Jane Austen novels, so Pride and Prejudice, Emma, another one that I'm thinking of that I can't remember involves a girl and her cousin, which was kind of weird, but for the time was less weird to them. She was, yeah. She had amazing taste in shows and stuff. And sometimes she would also like cringe watch things where she'd watch it and be like, it's just ridiculous, you know. He's in love with her, but he won't tell her that, and you know, because she doesn't come from a well-to-do family and his family won't be kind to her, they'll try and hurt her, things like that. So he's trying to protect her, but he loves her and he wants to she would go on about her shows. Does Finnish have a similar sentence structure and everything to English? Because that's the thing I can't get over. I can't figure out different, like, subject, you know, like, verb, noun, like, different ways to structure a sentence. It doesn't work in my brain. I get confused. I think the only reason I passed Spanish in college is because the dude went to the same college that my dad did, and he felt bad for me because I had a seizure in his class once. So, I think he passed me because he felt really bad for me. Oh. K-dramas will just get ya. They're amazing. I read a lot of manhwa now. I always have. I have since, like, high school. Which was, like, 10 years ago. Oh, that feels gross to say. So, aging is a blessing. No, aging is a blessing. Never diss on your age. My hand hurts. Okay, that's a full sentence rewrite. Okay, so it is a whole different sentence structure and everything. Zilla, I know you're older than me. We've had this conversation, I think. I am a baby. I am 25. Instagram asked. Yeah, I'm 25. In retrospect, I'm not that old, honestly. I just feel that way because, you know, arthritis and all that. I saw my rheumatologist the other day. I love my rheumatologist. She's the best. Love her to pieces. I have to keep hydrating. I didn't drink enough water yesterday. I know I'm young. It feels weird being 25 because I feel like when I was younger, I thought like, wow, 25, such an adult. Like, crazy. And I am an adult in many ways. I have a job. I have a degree. I'm married. I have a cat. I've had the cat since I was 13 though, so I don't really know if that like 13, 14, yeah. Yes. I'm writing a book. I've written 3 books. This is just the first one being published. The other ones will come later in my writing stuff, which will be fun. Can't wait to get to those books. Totally revise them. But they're written, so like, there's that. I have to write the next one for this series first, though. Unless I don't. Let's see. Hello. We are editing, or I'm supposed to be editing. I'm doing a lot of chatting. You are amazing, don't worry. I am really young, yeah. I've got a lot of time to get a lot of my books done. But I'm also not taking my time for granted. Because that's important when you're chronically ill, is to not do that. But I have, like, the next potential, like, 10 years of books planned out. like, I can't keep coming up with book ideas. I've got enough to write. I've got to keep Hollis going. Yes, she's got at least another book. And depending on how I feel, if I get more ideas, I could potentially keep Hollis' story going. That's not a promise, but I do love Hollis. That rhymed. That's not how you spell her name. Typing with one hand is so clever. Zilla, you are on both platforms now. You're gonna keep my head spinning. Let's see how my battery is doing. It is still going down, even though it's plugged in. But it's going down slower. So that's good. I wonder if I should switch the hello. We are editing and chatting, and I'm trying to figure something out with my phone. I have like 6 book ideas in the self, which 3 of them I will 100% write. The others are just big question marks. I feel that. I have a couple of book ideas that I go back and forth between. Let's see, this one is a... Okay. Oh, that one's a lightning slot. Okay, yeah, so my phone is just... So Zilla has 9 book ideas. Guaranteed. My phone is continuing to die. I might have to stop the live on Instagram. I will be staying live on YouTube. The link to my live on YouTube is in my story. If you want to keep hanging out, and then you get to hear the thunderstorm audio, which is really nice. So I hope that you'll join us over on YouTube. If not, I totally get that, but I am gonna have to get off my phone now because it's going to die, and I don't want that to happen. So, yeah, I'll see you guys over on YouTube, and I will hopefully be doing another live here on Instagram soon, maybe when I have a better charger over here. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye! Okay. Alright, it's now sharing my Instagram live to my feed, and I will just be on YouTube now, which is fine because, yeah. 9 book ideas, 6 guaranteed, the last 3 up in the air. Let's see, I've got these 2. I've got another duology. I've got a standalone. I've got 2 duologies that take place in the same universe, so the one is up in the air on if it's going to happen. Another one, a standalone that might happen in that universe, or a separate, and then 2 to 3 more after that I have like solidly planned. Just altogether too many. And I'm getting cold again. There we go. I'm gonna get too warm, but I'm not gonna put my arms in it, so hopefully it won't make me too warm. That's fair. I know sometimes coming up with stories in the middle of working on a series can be really hard because you kind of just want to think about the book that you're working on and you don't want to focus on getting caught up in other ideas, and you also don't know like how things are going to feel once that one's done and published. I mean, I think the dude that wrote the Inheritance Cycle, he's writing new books now, they're coming out, but I think he's only written for that world. I hate when the kerning looks weird on a digital document. Are you guys able to hear my keyboard as well? Curious. Like when I... Nice. I will have to do a stream when I'm, like, stream a lot more when I'm drafting book 2, so that you guys can hear a lot more just, like, clicky keys mixed with a thunderstorm and everything. I feel like that would be really pleasant. I just talk a lot while I'm drafting. What are you guys doing for dinner? I am getting pizza. Solid. I'm almost done with this chapter. Our trivia next week is going to be Halloween themed. I don't know if Noah and I will be going or not, because we want to hand out candy to kids. So I have little notes written to myself on, like, transparent sticky notes. And yeah, I'm starting to get tired again. I've just been tired all day though. Yeah, midnight is a great time. Have you eaten dinner yet? If you haven't eaten, it's probably a good time to think about eating something before bed. But if you already had dinner, what did you eat? Pizza has new, like, roasted garlic cheese sticks, and I don't want to cook tonight. I bought groceries last week. I used a good amount of them, but I've just been so tired that my plan today was spend as much of the day editing and just kind of cleaning, and then don't even think about dinner. Like, eat out so that all my energy can be put toward those things. So later when I'm done streaming, if it's before dinner, I need to sweep and mop, like, under furniture. Really trying to make sure that the house gets solidly clean before Thanksgiving, which I know is 3.5 weeks away, but I don't want it all to be, like, last minute cleaning. So I'm trying to do a lot of the work now so that I don't have as much to do later. I'm a big snacker too. Yeah, Walmart's starting to put turkeys and stuff out. And I was thinking to myself, we're gonna have to get one soon. And then Noah's like, but we're not cooking turkey. But, yeah. I usually cook my family's turkey. But I don't know if, like, when my family will be doing dinner. Because we'll be doing dinner with we'll be spending time with both my husband's family and my family. They're both in town. So we'll be doing different things with different people at different times. And so I don't know if I'm going to be making a turkey this year. This would be, like, the first time in 7 years or so that I haven't made the turkey. A bacon-wrapped chicken. Oh, for dinner tonight or for Thanksgiving? I guess, yeah. That sounds good. I'm not partial to bacon, but that's just because, I don't know, it feels really fatty, and that messes with my stomach sometimes, my gallbladder. I like the smell of bacon. I like the crunch. I like crunchy things. I like a good Noah will often ask me like what I want to do for dinner some nights where we don't have something planned, and I'll be like, I want something, or I want, you know, I'll like give like the texture sound of what I want to eat, and he'll go, Xana, that tells me nothing. I'm like, but it tells you everything that you need to know. I want something that'll have a crunch, or... I sadly cannot eat apples. They make me sick. Usually is like, I want chips. Or sometimes like, I want a pizza melt or something because that'll have crisp. Or I want fried chicken, which when I make fried chicken, it's not actually all that unhealthy. I typically pan-sear it with cornstarch. I've got a lot of the same descriptive words in this section, and I have to figure out how to change them. I also am referencing the wind a lot, so I've got a lot of the wind, the wind, the wind, wind, you know, just... It's one of those scenes where I don't know how to get around it. Yeah, I fry, I use chicken tenderloins. They're my favorite to fry with. And I usually bread them in just some cornstarch. Sometimes I'll add water to make it kind of like a tempura. Other times when I fry chicken, I technically batter it with onions and rice. It's a delicious, delicious meal. I kind of sear up the onions a bit so they're nice and cooked. And I'll make rice, and then I'll get the chicken prepared. I'll season the chicken. I'll get the chicken in some cornstarch mixed with water, so it's kind of like a thick slurry. I'll add in the onions and rice, and it'll like adhere to the chicken like a batter, and then I fry it. And then while it's frying, sometimes I add in another slurry just to like hold everything on, and it's absolutely amazing. Killer for your gallbladder. I almost like sear it though. I don't like submerge fry it because the rice is going to absorb a lot of the oil. So I usually use a little bit of olive oil and then sesame oil because that'll give some flavor. It's so good. I'd toss it in a sauce, but I can't do sauces. They freak me out. My husband does. He'll dip it. Oh, I could use the air. I could use the word air instead of wind. Oh. It's like, it's a violent wind though. So breeze is not going to be strong enough. I could also do tempest. Yeah, I might like gust better than tempest. I have never made reference to Mother Nature being a thing in this world, so I would be hesitant to use that. I do like it though. No Pros is too purple for me. Though you know if I say that something has purple prose that it's a lot. It all depends about how, not necessarily the maturity of the writing feels, but it depends on how that feels. It also, the sky. That works. my bookmark was pushed too far into the book. It was like this far into it, so it wasn't poking up at the top, but I thought I forgot to put it back in. I told myself I wanted to add in some more details in this chapter, so I might spend a little bit more time on these pages. When you breathe out when it's like really, really cold outside and like your breath mists. Never mind, I solved my own question. But I left you guys hanging there. That's called tension. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the reacts in chat. I think those are shocked faces. Delightful. Anywho, anyone know how long ago? Okay, I've been live for an hour and a half. I have been drinking a ton of water. I need to use the bathroom. I will be back in like 2 minutes because I'm also going to refill my water. I will be back. I will leave you guys with the storm audio. But yeah, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I didn't even unmute myself. I unmuted the wrong audio channel. LOL. I got back. I got a cream saver. I didn't refill my water because I do have my other bottle. I am now I'm flipping through the book. Now I'm gonna take a little break and chat with you guys because my wrist is starting to hurt really bad. And like bending my fingers is starting to hurt. Because arthritis sucks. So, and then I talked about how my mic, now that I'm not live on Instagram, my mic can cover up more of the junk in my room. I don't know. I could kind of show you guys the light I'm planning on getting for my office. Let me do that real quick. Yeah. So this is the lights I'm planning on getting for my office. Only, you guys can't see my mouse, but only one will be going in my office, and then the other two, I'm thinking about putting, over Noah and mine's bedside tables, so we each have one, and then they can be like a battery-operated light that goes in there. I think something like that would be really cute. Especially if I can get a battery-operated, like, Edison bulb looking thing. That would be really nice. I'll get rid of that. I wonder if they sell battery-operated, like, Edison bulbs. I'm sure they do. They do. They are maybe slightly expensive. A lot of these look like they're just smart lights, though. Like, they're not battery operated. So I might just have to get, like, LED battery bulb pucks, like puck lights instead. Yeah, like a bowl, a lamp bowl. Woof. Mine are also open for like my ceiling fan. I hate ceiling fans though. They scare me. I used to live on a top bunk. And my bunk was right by the ceiling fan. Which was not a good idea. I I do have a lamp, unless you're not talking about me. My lamp is right there. See? Lamp. Yeah. Those will be good. I just need something that I can use for filming that isn't like a box light. I have a box light. It'll also be nifty for work though, because I do weekly video calls with my boss. And no matter where in my room I would place my desk, I would not be able to have good lighting because there's only one set of grounded outlets in here, if they're even actually grounded. Yes, I'm not drinking a London Fog, I'm just drinking water today. I didn't really feel like making one, because I figured I'd either drink it all in one go, or I'd forget about it and it'd get really cold during stream. And I didn't want that. So just water today. Let's see, is that... I think I had... No, I didn't even have Gatorade earlier. I think I've only had water today. Is that one of Haka's things for the 48 challenge? I love hot chocolate mix. I typically use 2 packets in my hot chocolate, and then I will also use chocolate chips that'll melt into it, and then like some vanilla syrup and... Let's see. There's a don't eat sugar all day. I think I will never get that one. Oh, I already did the don't drink water all day one on the thing. I love hot chocolate, okay? I love it so much. I told Haka I was gonna stream for a while, and I have to stream until she gets here and hangs out for a bit. But I'm tired. But I can't go to bed, because it's only 4, and I have work to do. I told myself I was gonna sit in this chair until I finished editing the entire book. But I'm not going to do that. Because that would be just a bit much. I have gotten a chapter and a half done, because I had 23 was almost done, and then I'm about to finish 24. I'm gonna try typing again. A little progress is better than no progress. You are correct. I think I have. I've almost gotten 10 pages done, which is fine. I can get that done pretty quick when I'm not streaming, but the streaming is also fun because it's keeping me here and keeping me working. I'm also really happy that my stream connection, aside from when I first started, has been solid. Like, I think it's been green the whole time, which is nice. Haka! I am not getting off now, no. I'm not. I have been talking about how tired I am and how much I want to just quit, but I know that's just because I'm looking for ways to just not sit down and do the thing. So I'm pushing through because I need to. You didn't miss it, no. I did, Summoner. Maybe I will switch to drinking water from this bottle, especially because my jar is empty, because this has caffeinated water in it. I am editing, yes. I hate editing. It's like I'm just implementing edits that I wrote in the book, but I'm also like looking through and making sure that things are... It's not tea, it's a water flavor mix. I use them for my smoothies, and they have some caffeine in them, like a little bit, so... I don't love ingesting caffeine, but it's not always bad for you, and sometimes it helps my heart. Sometimes it's bad for my heart, and sometimes it helps my heart. We love it. I like how I said add an action here when I actively have an action after that. You should take my energy. I shouldn't be having it at midnight. I feel that, Comsta. I would happily take your energy. I constantly forget that I have chronic fatigue syndrome. That I'm like actually diagnosed and have chronic fatigue syndrome. My body is chronically fatigued. But I'm always just like, why am I so tired? Am I just lazy or anything? I'm like, no, it's just because I have no energy. These are the final edits, yeah. That I've done on my own. I have a proofreader going through it. So, she's been going through and making edits. I've been keeping pace with her, though, so I'll go back and, like, instead of adding more edits, I'll go back and I'll do her stuff, to keep it from being less of a monster when I finish this first. So, I've been doing that. Beep-de-pew-pew. 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 Yes. Yeah. It'll be done soon, though. November 30th is when it's getting published. I've got 36 days. And the pre-order was supposed to be up last week, but the cover was delayed. So the pre-order should be up next week, though. So it'll mean I'll be spending this weekend and the first part of next week getting stuff figured out for the pre-order. I didn't show you guys the pre-order goodies. I know you guys follow my Instagram, so you guys have seen them, but... I'll show them here real quick. I just got them in a box by my desk. They sent me extras, too, so that's good. I'll just pull one out. Haka, you're gonna love this. The one I pulled, I didn't see the pack that I pulled from. I pulled Dagon. So, they are the holographic stickers of Hollis, Luxa, and Dagon. This is the size. So everyone who pre-orders gets all 3 stickers. So they'll get a Dagon, Luxa, and Hollis. Yeah, here they are in like comparison to my finger. They're 2 inches tall. So I think they're 2 inches by 1 inch. Zilla, who do you want to see? I'll pull. I'll grab it. I know you've seen them on my Instagram, but I'll grab them right now. it is a good size. I was worried about how small they were, but then I also realized, you know, they're getting 3 of them. So it'll be all 3 stickers. So, okay, you want to see all of them? I'll just pull all of them out. It's fine. And then I'll write a letter to my sister or a different friend later and send them off to them. As soon as you guys win the pre-order, the pre-order opens and I have like the form set up and everything for people to get sent the stickers. I get to send you guys stickers. I'm probably gonna have to buy more cards. He's like, well, you read the novel. I have these that I've been using for a lot of letters. I might buy some other ones though. But I'm also in the spirit of like not having to buy too many things. So we're already fighting, the book's not even out yet. So you wanted to see Luxa or Hollis? Let me just not show you guys my phone though. So there's Luxa and all of his holographic glory. We'll end with Hollis. How about that? Not end the stream, but like of showcasing. The holographic is really nice. And honestly, the art looks really good. Like, you can see all of the details on the art. And it just makes me so happy. I think I have enough stickers right now, currently, for 40 people. Part of me wonders if I should, like, if I surpass 40, if I should order more, or if I kind of make that a thing, like, it's the first 40 people that pre-order that get these. I need to work on what I'll do for my pre-order post as well, because I'll be revealing the cover. And then the day I reveal the cover is the day that pre-orders open. So that also means that provided I get the cover within the next couple of days like I'm supposed to, I need to get that ready. So I have to get the form set up. I think it'll just be a simple upload proof of pre-order purchase. So like upload your receipt. True, yeah. If I say the first 40 idea, then it's also incentive. Like, only 40 people are actually going to get these. Yeah, I know. Things are just creeping up on me. I am busy, 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 busy. Thankfully, work hasn't been too intense recently. Also, Haka, the reason I'm not super editing right now, I said it almost right before you got on, is that, my hand hurts, so I've been taking a little break. I'm still editing, looking at stuff, but, yeah. Yeah, it'll be good for hype. And I think I'm starting to get more energy as I'm drinking this water. It's peach mango flavored. I'm not big into flavored water, honestly. I like normal water a lot. And I don't say that in like a basic way. I'm just like, I like water. I wonder how much it would drain my phone just to do this. Like, illuminate. It doesn't actually illuminate me. Yeah, hype up my book. Woo! I had someone on Instagram, she said that my book was her Roman Empire. Like, she's so excited for it. I wrote and with an M instead of an N. Love it. Classic Xana behavior. I'm Southern now. Getting that Appalachian accent. I have to get the, like, Goodreads page up for it. I need to get the pre-order up. Get the form for the pre-order goodies. Get the social media post ready for posting as soon as it's done. What was cute? My accent? My southern accent? Not really quite that southern, but it's there. Every once in a while it kind of creeps out. I'm not even from the South. It's just a Midwestern way of talking sometimes. You just slur your words. You speak low in the pit of your mouth. Oh, my book being the Roman Empire. Yeah, it's her Roman Empire, and I love that. I'm excited. It also, like, makes me nervous when people tell me stuff like that, because I'm like, what if my book doesn't live up to their expectations? Yeah, that southern accent was okay. Oh, my editor sent me a message. She says, ma'am. Oh, she's editing something. Where is she? Oh my god. My editor says that you guys need to mind your own business. You choked at my laugh? Was it that bad? Or was it just sudden and alarming? She said, tell them they can't get any spoilers, because she just messaged me about something that happened in the book, which is why I cackled, because I saw her reaction to what happened in the book. Tell them they can't get any spoilers, they must read the book, but you've single-handedly killed your editor. She sent me a meme. I'm gonna have an asthma attack on stream and I don't even have my inhaler. Oh no, you clipped. Alright, I'm gonna watch the link real quick. So that means I'm gonna mute the storm for you guys. Goodness gracious. Oh, that was painful, guys. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Is that the very start of the laugh? Or should I go back a couple how do you clip? How do you do that? Oh, I sound terrible. I think I sometimes sound like a boo when I laugh. Okay, I'm done listening to that. Oh my gosh. Oh, my husband's back from work. I should get him in here and have him react to me cackling like that. Oh my gosh. My goodness. Let's see. There we go. I think. Alright, before I press play, Haka says hi. Are the mic levels good?
What?
I'm asking them if
okay.
It's. They're saying I'm muted over here. I didn't think I was. Okay, sound's back. Okay, so first I'll show you the message I got from Hannah. I just got ma'am. And then this gif. And then this. But here's me cackling. Noise warning, because this is putrid.
You're squeaking. I like the cough at the end, too. Really destroyed yourself on that one.
It's because I have asthma.
Oh, no.
I really did. It it just kept going from there. Like, it didn't stop. The Kaka says the cough is my favorite.
Very good.
Very good. As long as it doesn't actually lead to an attack. Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna have an asthma attack in my inhalers in the dining room. Also, yes,
What's happening?
Zilla said hi, because he wanted to meet you,
Hello.
so he's happy.
I'm here. I exist.
I am, in fact, married.
I'm real.
Proof of the marriage, even. We both have the rings.
Can I run away and hide now?
Chat, is he allowed to run away and hide yet? We have to see. We have to see if they'll let you. Yes, it was a very good catch with that clip. I don't know how to clip things on YouTube. Zilla says no.
Oh, I'm trapped.
You could go run away and hide, but you could also passively have the stream on and muted on your phone.
Maybe.
Like, chat. If I say no, how long will he stay? He kissed my forehead. Well, not my forehead, my... Noah will not be held hostage. Yeah, that was a moment, chat. That was a whole thing. Also, I'm like out of water. I died. And I drank all my water. Yeah, it's like gone. There might be some left in the bottle, though. Ugh. Haka's being devious. Ah, water! I thought it was empty. The straw. It was not. It leaked. And got all over my arm. That was a moment to be here, honestly. If I had, like, an editor, I would make them clip that, and I would make them turn that into, like, a thing for TikTok or something. You know how those people, like, can clip things, and then they make promotional material for their streams out of it? Which is essentially just video editing. I would make that moment into it. I think it happened around the 2-hour mark. Oh my goodness. That... I'm not getting my editor's reaction to the clip yet because her piano lesson student is there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. I killed my editor with that line. Oops. Oopsie daisy. My editor said, who's gonna finish my book? That was fun. I've got the hiccups now. I don't know if I want to go back and keep typewriting, you know, writing things, or if I want to go through more of her edits and, like, look at what she's doing. You know, what she's up to. Where was that line? Oh, there it is. Oh, what a line for her to stop editing on, too. Woo! You made another clip. Oh no, what's this one gonna be? Let me pause the audio. Again, and mute desktop audio. It's a whole thing. I should get, like, a stream deck if I, like, seriously get back into streaming. Okay, so super short click. All right, I'm watching it now. That audible smooch, that little. If I say no, how long will he stick? Just gone. There is no containing Noah. Noah is a free spirit who does what he wishes. The kiss then the door creak is my favorite. He's just out of here. He's gone. Aw, the hearts. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Ba 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 ba. I like that line. Waves of nausea, waves of nausea crashed up her throat as heaved air plunged it down. Thank you. I gave a fun free writing tip earlier. It was if you're ever writing like the cold cut deep to her like the cold air cut through to her bones, or like fear sank deep into her bones, something like that, replacing the word bone with marrow sounds so much cooler. Like the chill air slunk into her marrow, or you know, I feel like it's like way more descriptive and sounds prettier. And I like using the phrase marrow. Like I think it's a good word to use. You feel it so deep into your bones, so deep in your marrow. Like, oh, it's good. Fancy. I can hear Noah rustling around. I think he's doing dishes. We're making an after-school snack. Noah's a teacher, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know. It is. It feels more hyper-specific and makes you, like, almost uncomfortable with how aware you become of that feeling then. Like, it's not just deep into your bones, it's deep into your marrow. It's in the core of your being. Like, ugh. So have you guys been watching any new shows recently? I just started a new anime on Crunchyroll called The Apothecary Diaries. And I think it's really cute. Noah and I have also been watching season 2 of Spy Family. I've really been enjoying The Apothecary Diaries. Apparently it was a manga or a manhwa first, which I feel like most anime are. I think it's really cute. The art is really pretty. I was confused about a couple of characters, like the first episode or two, until I realized that the information I took it in incorrectly, so I was misunderstanding who one of the characters was. It seems like it's going to be pretty solid and pretty good. I like the art. The main characters, she reminds me of Hollis to a degree. Like if Hollis was maybe a bit more introverted, but still just as crazy. Bungo Stray Dogs. I'm gonna get ahead of the anime and also refresh my memory. There are so many characters and a lot going on. Yeah, I feel that with a lot of things sometimes. I read the first 2 volumes of Spy Family through Libby, and I feel like I could read the rest of them really quick. Which I would like to. I would like to read the whole manga series. I could probably also even get Noah to read it. He's reading through Wheel of Time right now. And he doesn't super love, like, reading a bunch of things from a bunch of different series at once. But I wonder if it would be different, considering Spy Family is a manga and not, like another novel series. I really like Spy Family, though. It's really fun. I need to adjust my webcam again. Because I'm slouching again. Yeah, it's really cute. It's got it's got a really good balance of things in it. I think the last anime before Spy Family that I solidly watched was Psyche K. The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. I loved Psyche K. Oh, no, I watched Horimiya. I think I watched Psyche K, then Horimiya, and now I'm watching Spy Family and Apothecary Diaries. I'm starting to get back into anime. I don't typically like sitting down to watch things. I'll wait, like, long serializations of things. Because I'm a workaholic. But I'll watch things with Noah, or, like, with my sister. So, typically, I'll read on my own, or I'll have something, like a YouTube video playing while I read. I do that a lot. Alright, I think that's good for chapter 24. It's been about another hour since I've used the bathroom, and I drank another entire water bottle. So it's time for me to go potty. So I will be right back. I'll probably say like 3-4 minutes because I might refill my water. And I'm gonna give my husband a hug. So I'll be back in like 4 minutes. I'll keep the storm going for you guys though. Don't burn down my chat. Scylla. Are you being mean in my chat? And hey, Bopper. Sure. I got another strawberry cream saver. Giving a rock a haircut? Did they like glue hair onto the rock? True, I didn't even think about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I also had to double check that I did unmute the proper mic, which, I mean, you guys were reacting to me talk, so I know I did. But earlier I unmuted not my mic, and I was, like, talking to myself for, like, 2 minutes. I think Eunice meant to say head. It depends. I feel like the skin on your head is a little bit thicker than the skin on your underarms, because you've got a lot of fatty flesh on your underarms, or it's also like really thin, and there are a lot of nerves and lymph nodes there. I've never waxed my head. I've had wax on my face before, and it does hurt, but I have EDS, so I have, like, really stretchy skin. Not as stretchy as it used to be. Looks promising. Where's the thumbnail? some people do it. Like if they shave their head and they're going for a really clean look, they'll wax it to pull it out at the root. So that they've got a really nice, because hair will leave shadow. Oh, the ASMR looks promising. Maybe we'll have to watch it together or something. You guys want to hear the line I just edited? It's not that you hit him harder than you thought. It's that he isn't a trained knight. The threads in his face are tattered, all bundled and close to snapping. Congratulations, you broke his jaw. It was hard to actually read that in Hollis's voice with candy in my mouth. Oh, we call them wig caps. Congratulations, you broke his jaw. It's not exactly how Hollis sounds. I've got candy in my mouth, and so the way I'm holding my mouth is causing an accent. I wouldn't call her British. Let's see if I can get into a Hollis voice. I chomped the candy down. I typically think of her... How do I typically do her voice? Yes, well... You broke his jaw. And now that you've said British, I can't not hear British in my head. It's not that you hit him harder than you thought. It's that he isn't a trained knight. The threads in his face are tattered, all bundled and close to snapping. Congratulations. You broke his jaw. Congratulations. She probably would more say it like, congratulations. You broke his jaw. Or you broke his jaw. Something like that. Something... Typically I speak with her more up here, but not as British as I'm sounding.
She has a slightly more pitched voice. Sometimes it has a bit of an airy, confused quality to it. She is trying to figure out how to lie her way out of a situation at any given moment, and doesn't quite want to lie to people. She doesn't always feel good about lying, but she doesn't want to do things either. She's a menace.
And then Luxa typically speaks more down here. It seems I struck him much harder than I had aimed for. What are you doing? What were you thinking? His voice is typically more down here. Typically. On any given day, he may talk a little bit higher in pitch. His voice doesn't have too much inflection in it, but it isn't necessarily entirely flat. Sometimes his voice has a deep gravel to it. It's got a good rolling gravel at the base of his throat. It seems I struck him much harder than I had aimed for.
Yes, well, congratulations. You broke his jaw. There we go. There's more of a Hollis. I just had to speak in Luxa. Hollis speaks kind of like this as well. Sometimes, maybe. Maybe.
Let me see if I can find some fun lines between them. The hours of thunderstorms have stopped. We're about to get thunderstorms tonight. I'm just gonna note that I'm in chapter 25 real quick. I want to find fun lines between them and read them now. Like in chapter 2. The end of chapter 2. Aww, I would be honored if my book was the first book that you were able to totally and completely get through. Let's see. Or do I just read a little bit from chapter 1 to you guys?
There was no recollection in Hollis's mind as to what day it was. She remembered leaving her warm bungalow on the eve of the week's end. Every day since then passed with her camping on the pebbled shores of the Hosen coast, tossing a random assortment of things into the ocean to appease the sea folk. Or rather, trying to. The last of her exuberance drained from her as any ounce of heat left in her bones froze. At least the coastline was stunning. Little shells and pebbles in all sorts of colors lay scattered along the waterline. In the small hill to her back where the tall grass swayed in the wind, the sun painting them gold. Magical in its own right, all by itself. No trace interference of her people's magic. A gust blew into her face, trapping pieces of hair in her mouth and eyes. Her cane made an unhappy thump on the pebbled ground as it fell, so she could swat at the emerald locks. Ah. Once all the salt-coated strands were freed from her mouth, she twisted the front bits of hair around her fingers before tucking them behind her ears. Short hair was impossible to deal with. It was a constant torture brought on from a decision that wasn't hers to begin with. One moment Hollis was tending to the chronic migraines of the baker's wife, and the next everyone started screaming as the woman's youngest child started snipping away at Hollis's braid. Fortunately, she looked good with short hair. Perhaps it was no skin off her back, only long locks off her head. Long, curly locks. Perhaps she was a bit upset about it. Ignoring the throbbing that ran along her spine, Hollis bent to retrieve her cane and pluck the blush conch shell from her bag. Her body shook as she straightened and positioned herself against her cane. The wind breathed as the tide crept closer to her bare feet. Another breath. White water drew backward. Hollis held tight to the conch shell and lobbed it with all her might toward the horizon as the water withdrew. She whistled the obligatory flowery tune as she twirled her arms in the air, twisting the threads of magic as she danced. By the sun's light, she hoped no one was watching. Well, there's that. Is that my voice? Her throat cracked as a sound much too like a frog's let from her mouth. Her hands flew to her cracked lips, hoping to feel that the wretched sound wasn't in fact coming from her. She spoke again and discovered the sad truth. That should be days. The days of singing and neglecting her thirst had worn her throat raw. But now wasn't the time to be vain. The conch floated on the surface about 4 yards out, bobbing but staying exactly where it was despite the choppy waters about it. It sank with a loud plunk, the water splashing upward and creating a prism of light in the mist. Hollis trapped her lips between her teeth. The skin threatening to break and bleed if she were any more tense. The wind waltzed her hair around in every direction it could. She paid it no heed as she stood, eyes wide, watching, waiting. Warmth broke wider along the horizon. The sudden onset of heat reminded her body how frozen it was. She wrapped her arms around herself. She wrapped her arms around herself under her cloak to hold the shivering at bay. Plink, plink, plink. Plink, plink, plink. The conch shell scraped over the pebbles and the conch shell scraped over the pebbles and shells to land against her frozen toes. The calm tide no longer threatened to encapsulate the world the sea folk were wrongly separated from. The duty of peace lay heavy in her hands. Hollis needed to extend the sorrow from the tablins that created the creatures in their twisted amusement, extending regrets on their behalf. A sharp huff created a cloud of mist in front of her face. Her ancestors weren't regretful at all, considering they went on to merge man and bird next. Since she lived away from the north, though, she didn't have to deal with the air folk. Truly a blessing. But none of that mattered. Sorrow was accepted from the sea folk. Grace was given. Now was the time to go home. There you guys go. That's the first 2 pages. Now was the time to go home. I like reading. I think I have an okay reading voice. I have a good reading voice. I'll give it that. My pen isn't working. I was going to do a friend's audiobook, actually, but then she ended up pulling the project, and she actually ended up unpublishing her book, which was sad, but it was something that she felt she needed to do, so. I don't know if I would record the audiobook myself or not. I don't know if I could pay someone to do it, because that costs a lot of money. I did have an audiobook narrator reach out to me about it. I checked out her page. She does good. I wasn't necessarily sold on how she did male voices, though. It wasn't exact, but I'm sure people do better and learn and improve. And I can't be the pickiest person in the world, but I would love to hire 2 narrators if I could. I'd have someone read Luxa's perspective, and then someone read Hollis, or maybe I hire someone just to do Luxa's voice, and then I do Hollis or something like that. But I can't be all of my female protagonists, because I want to do all their voices. Like I want to do Eliza Rose, the midwife, who just wants to break free from Mother's shadow and do something with the world and not just pass through and be nothing. Have to face her ultimate fear. Then there's Lux. Lux, who speaks in such a regal voice. It's very smooth and has a slight breathiness to her. Let's see if I can do the guys for that. There's Luxa. It would seem I struck him much harder than I'd aimed for. So Luxa would speak here. And then Eric. Eric would speak more down here. This is where Eric's voice would settle, deep in my throat. Eric has a slight mysticism to him, slightly. Not entirely, though. I don't mean to give my characters British accents. I think when I just speak in a slightly more formal tone, it ends up blending British. Okay, Haka, have fun. I might also end stream. I've been streaming for 3 hours, and it's about dinner time, so I will probably write more in the server later, like chatting with people, DMing if people want, or just chatting. I'm happy you were able to as well. It's good to see you. I thought you died there for a little bit. Not really, but glad to see you. And it was fun reading to some of you guys. I am going to try streaming more and more. I am going to try and get back to my Tuesday, Thursday streaming schedule. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, this has been a really fun stream. I did get 10 pages of editing done. So now I have less than 40 pages. I have about 40 pages left. So yeah. I hope that you guys all had a good time. It sounds like you guys did. It was a fun stream. I had fun. Haka, I'm happy that you clipped my manic laughing. Yes, Dagon. Dagon's voice is... Oh, I have to do Dagon's voice for you guys before I can go. Dagon. Where's... Yes, well, the two of you continue talking as though I'm not here. Can I get a better explanation of what's going on? That might be Dagon's voice. Dagon... It's hard to, like, just pull voices from air. I usually do better when I get into my narration voice and then do the characters' voices, but Dagon's voice isn't quite as deep as everyone else. He probably has a bit of a middle voice. Talking more here. Not British, though. Strikes you as Draco Malfoy. It's almost rude. Yeah, someone told me. So Dagon means the day in Swedish. It means like blonde man. Like, obviously better than that. Like a golden-haired man. Which is actually the same meaning as my name. Because Xanna means, like, fair-haired woman. Or, like, flaxen-haired. And I have dark hair. No, Dagon means dark-haired. Because it's the opposite of mine. Because I thought it was funny because he's blonde, but I found out actually in the original draft he had dark hair. But yeah, so Dagon means dark-haired man, and he's blonde. So I've been told, yeah, that his name means the day, and that sounds really good. And I also found out Luxa, which is a name I kind of made up by smashing other names together, is very close to a Filipino word that means to grieve or to mourn, which I thought was interesting. But yeah, Dagon's voice is probably somewhere around here. usually slightly exasperated because he just doesn't know what's going on and he just wants answers. Answers. But he's not British. I make everyone British sounding and I don't want that. Let me see, where's a chapter with Dagon in it? Give me Dagon! Dagon! Alright, have a good night, Haka. Goodbye! Giving a rock a haircut ASMR. Yes, you are going to have to. I have found a chapter with Dagon, but I don't know if I can accurately do a Dagon voice right now. And I need to go. Jonas has to get their laundry. Consta needs to go watch the Giving a Rock a Haircut ASMR. Zilla needs to keep writing, and I need to go get ready to order pizza with my husband. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Watercon blasting the like button. Oh yes, hello! Aw. Bye, Bopper. Bye, Jonas. Yeah. I'm sorry, HK, you've got here just as I'm heading out. But I will be streaming again probably maybe tomorrow afternoon. Which should be good, should be fun. But yeah. I will see you guys later.